Shrimp Tuss, Idaho. Pullet Surprise, Clogs.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Is We Dumb, episode 36. I'm Joe Paisley.
I'm Dan Cummins.
And we are having fun today.
We are. I like how often the emails addressed to us still show up as Fred and Barney.
I think almost, I'm not sure
Forever.
all of them. Yeah, but quite a few,
Yeah.
even on today's show, are Fred and Barney.
That's who we are. That's who we are now.
I'm fine with it. Halloween set.
Oh my God.
Forever.
We got to remember to dress like Fred and Barney.
If we forget, then fuck us. And then I also just want to say this.
Sorry for the boner.
Well, that's a new button.
It was just on my
Oh, it's
computer.
on your computer. Okay. Sorry for the boner.
It'll make sense if you're on YouTube. Anyway, so yeah, episode 36 of Is We Dumb. You can check us out online, Facebook and Instagram at Is We Dumb. And then we have the private Facebook group, Is We Dummies. You can email in some segment content at dumb@iswedumb.com, or if you have a question, that's info@iswedumb.com. Badmagicmerch.com. You can go there and check it out. We got new shirts, new stickers.
Yes.
All that stuff.
So much stuff.
I know.
I love it.
And if you want everything Is We Dumb, that's easy too. iswedumb.com. And if you have a question for Logan, I'm refraining from saying it, store@badmagicproductions.com. All right, I did it.
You did it.
Suck my dick, Logan! I couldn't do it.
It would have been just like hurting you the rest of the show.
Why are you seething? I don't know. I'm fine.
You're still tense. I don't know.
And then before we get into the very super most important starting question, I do have to explain something. It's not really an apology.
Okay.
I mean, I could play sad music, but it's not that. So, a lot of people concerned about me starting my car in my garage.
Fair.
A lot of people think I'm going to kill myself or my family.
Right.
But what I failed, and you know my house layout, so when we were discussing it, I just felt like I didn't have to say it's a detached garage.
Not that couldn't still kill somebody if they were out there.
Sure. No. So they're thinking I'm in my house.
So they think
seep,
the fumes are going to come into the house and kill your family?
Going to seep either through the walls or through the door.
Right.
And just, not be good for anybody. But my garage is like 20 feet away from anything.
You just have to make sure to probably tell your kids, like, hey, don't go into the garage when I'm there because you might die.
And I wish I could remember credit, but somebody told, just bring your remote inside. And then you can start your car and open your garage door. And I'm like, you're so fucking smart. So because my car does allow me to program it, so I don't have to have the garage door opener.
Can you do that from the remote starting thing? You can open the garage door from your car fob?
Yeah. No, so you program it into it has like programmable things in the ceiling.
Okay.
It has like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure.
And I set up number 1 to open that door. Number 2 opens a different door.
Ooh.
It like reads it.
Yeah.
So I don't need the original garage door opener anymore.
Right.
So now that's inside. And so I can start my car and open it, and we're all alive.
Nice. I got you. Yeah, so you have the original garage door opener inside.
I do.
So with those two little devices, you can be totally safe.
Right.
How nice of our fans to teach you that.
I know. They could have just saved my life.
To be really fair, I think it's very difficult to kill yourself that way.
In
An accident.
I don't know if that's the argument you should be making right now.
I feel like what you just did is gave us a lawsuit.
Sorry.
I like arguing on the side of like, yeah, but you probably won't.
Right.
Listen, I was thinking about doing this thing to make sure to keep my kids safer.
But are you?
Why?
They'll be fine. They're going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
What are the chances? What are the chances? All right, so that's settled. Let's get the juices flowing and kick things off with the question thing.
Cool.
The very super most important starting question. A combo between dummies Ashley and Kelly. And this is what I got my brain going.
Okay.
And so I'm excited to read this to you. So would you rather always have an itchy butthole?
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, it's the worst. Or everyone you meet points out one of your personal flaws before they can speak to you.
That's a really creative one.
It is. It's very creative.
Always have an itchy butthole.
Which, I mean, can we a quick addressing on the itchy butthole
This
thing?
is a dry climate, so I know all too well. I was talking to somebody this morning about this climate here, about how like I have to take allergy medicine every day, like multiple. But when I was living in LA, where it's I don't know, different foliage and then also different like humidity, all that kind of stuff, no allergies. Also, whenever I've lived in this area, Spokane, Coeur area, high chance of itchy butthole, like frequent itchy butthole, compared to when I was living in LA, almost no itchy butthole that I remember.
But are you trading out swamp ass for itchy butthole?
No, because it wasn't that humid. That's the nice thing about like the coast in the Southwest is it's got a little moisture in the air, but it doesn't have like Alabama in June kind of moisture, which is just
Yum.
Because then you got to worry about it. Yeah, you don't have to worry about itchy butthole. You have to worry about like a moldy butthole.
Yeah,
like a mildewy butthole.
Like you're doing the weird chair thing when you had an itchy butthole.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the human, and I thought you were going to say like when you're going back and forth in a chair, you hear like a squish sound just because of all the moisture.
I didn't even know swamp ass like existed until I went to college, and all my friends were like, "Oh yeah," like they just like go and wipe their butt for no reason. I'm like, that's so weird, you guys. I was like, I just grew up in like the driest climate ever in desert of Sun Valley, Idaho.
Here, you don't have to just go like wipe the moisture off your ass crack, but here you will frequently wipe blood off your butthole.
Which is a win-win.
Because it gets so fucking dry.
Which is a fun game. Is it hemorrhoids or is it my itchy butthole?
Right. Because that's
one of my favorite games.
That's the thing. I don't know if somebody like growing up in like Mississippi or like Florida would understand this, but like, I learned at an early age, it's good in the dry months to sometimes put a little, when you're done wiping, you put a hefty dollop of lotion and then you wipe that on your butthole. You gotta keep the BH all creamed up.
Keep it a little lubed for the right reasons.
For the right, and there's multiple right reasons.
There are. That was up for interpretation.
Sure.
Whatever the right reason is for you.
Right, because that's if you like things in your butthole, not just coming out, then that's an extra little benefit of less. You don't have a dry itchy butthole, and you are fucking ready to go
all the time.
If you're walking out of the house, just stick it in there,
moist and looking
right.
Something you got it. But with the backside of this, with the everyone you meet points out one of your personal flaws before they can speak to you. My brain does always go to the food setting. I don't know why.
Okay.
But like you're going to order some food and whatever at a sandwich place. And you walk up there and they're like, "Hey, your hairline's receding. What do you want?" You're like, "Fuck."
Fuck. I know.
Right. Oh man, your shirt is terrible. What else on the sandwich?
You would pick pasta. Right. What does that mean?
Right. You would pick pasta. Is that what you want? Like, oh man.
You like eat a lot of pasta. Sure, I can put that down. What?
Right. Right. Oh yeah. You eat a lot of pasta, don't you? Yeah, I'll go with the light mayo. Just weird.
I can tell walking in you're not good at restraint. What else do you want to order? Right. I'm sorry, what was that?
I knew what you were going to get the second you came in here. I had the Philly cheesesteak ready to go. Is that what you want? But if it's not a polar opposite either, that's even more funny. Like if you're in trouble with your wife and it's a mean comment stacked with another mean comment. You're like, oh man, like double whammy. Where you're like, hey, honey, should I wear this, out to dinner tonight? Just say something terrible like, you're pathetic in bed. That shirt is ugly. Like, whoa, which one? Hey.
And did it say personal flaws pointed out by friends or by anybody?
Anybody that you meet.
Anybody that you meet points out personal flaws before they even talk to you. So
you don't always meet somebody, I guess. It's like the first time you meet them, they have to say, you get a one-liner, and then it's back to a normal...
Right, but I interpret that as like, but then like you see that person again and they kick it off with a personal flaw.
Okay.
Like every time you're seeing them, if you have a long conversation, you get out of the way early and then you're good for a while.
But do you like meet your wife?
Yeah,
or you meet your kids
you meet her for lunch, you meet her for dinner, you meet the family.
Fine.
I think it's like every time you see them again, like you leave, you come back and they got to fucking tear you down again.
If you're having a bad day, that's the worst way to end your day.
Oh my God. And it depends on how...
It
depends.
Right before going to bed. You're ugly. Good night.
And it depends on how social your job is too.
Right.
Like, what if you were like a restaurant hostess and your whole job is fucking greeting people,
roasting people?
No, every single person that sees you fucking roast you. Oh yeah, because you're the one getting roasted.
Okay, I see,
if you're working, if you pick that and you're a hostess at a restaurant, every single person you go to seat has to fucking shit on you. And when you show up at work, all your coworkers shit on you. Right. Then every customer that comes to the door shits on you. Then you go home and get shit on.
Right. And if you throw anything back at them, they're like, whoa, easy. Easy. Jesus, I'm just doing my part here.
God.
Wow.
I didn't know you were anorexic and a dick. What was that? Jesus Christ.
Stop it.
Please stop.
Greg, sit down.
All right, horse teeth. Hey!
Right.
Just constant.
Your breath is terrible.
God, you are selfish.
Where's the bathroom?
I wonder, like, and they would have to know, and I guess the levels would differ too. Like, if it's strangers, they're insulting most likely your appearance. They're pointing out whatever you think is like a personal flaw about your appearance.
Your mom would know everything.
But exactly. Family, they're going to fucking cut you deep. Right? You know,
those are not going to heal quickly.
Right.
They're going to destroy the family. That's what they're going to do.
Right. You haven't talked to your mom in a week? It just opens up the conversation. It's like, I always loved your brother more than you. You know that.
You know that.
Or
what are you guys up to this weekend?
You were unlovable as a child. You're unlovable now. What?
Just what? Anyway, we're going to come up and visit you next week. Are you?
Hey,
Okay.
baby, there's a dark hole in your heart where empathy should be. Hey, do you care if we come up this week? I'm sorry,
You
what was
probably
that?
just get so used to it. You'd block them out. Like the first sentence, nope. And then the second one, okay, here we are.
The voices in your head aren't wrong. You're not good enough. Hey, so do you think like Oliver, like just
What's your favorite color? Oh, little kids. If you're a teacher, like little kids saying mean shit to you, and you can't do anything about it.
oh my God, I'm picturing how dark this all could get.
Oh, it'd be really bad.
Like flaws, like, oh my God. I know I told you your dad's death wasn't your fault, but it was. Anyway, would you like the nachos or?
He'd rather be out than with you. You want nachos? What? What? Sorry.
The doctor gave your dad 6 to 12 months to live. You gave him 2. What does that mean? He hated you so much. Anyway, I think the game's on CBS, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a channel 2. that'd be very depressing. But
It
always
would be so depressing.
But always you can't treat the itchy butthole. But I mean, it is just an itchy butthole, and not ruining the whole life.
I know.
Have you guys heard of baby wipes? Those are pretty nice.
That's true.
They're pretty nice.
The flushable wipes too these days.
But
it's always itchy.
it's
so
always
you can't
itchy, so
treat
you
it.
can't treat it. So you just have to you have to accept it. I'm gonna go with itchy butthole,
Okay.
just because I think I could just adjust to that reality.
I think so too.
You know, I'm like after a
Like
while,
getting-
you're like, just getting torn down
Getting cut down by your loved ones and
by
strangers.
fucking everyone every day.
At a party. Just like the whole room
God.
is just making fun of you.
And they're not.
Hey guys, it's my friend Dan. Everyone say what's up. And it's just a barrage. You're short. Nice to meet you.
And the bad part of that is it's not fake.
No, they can't.
Like they're pointing out your personal flaws.
That's a new one.
Like they're speaking to like legitimate like things that you feel terrible about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like some arbitrary thing where you can go in your head like, oh, they don't mean it. No, they do mean it. They just shouldn't say it,
Right.
but they are.
They are.
Like I don't think most people could live that long with that one. Like how long before like to get super sad. But on that, like, how long could you go before you take your own life? If every fucking time you talk to people, they're stabbing you in the heart.
Or again, back to the job situation.
Or you get so strong.
Oh, you just punch everybody?
Oh, no, what were you
I
going
was
to
going to say, you just go into your cabin. Like, you're fine being alone.
Okay.
So you don't have to meet and talk to a lot of people. Like, shit, I got to go down for milk. And then it's going to be a rough day. But you can go back out to your cabin and things are going to be back to normal.
I do picture like structuring your life to limit your social interactions. Where like, yeah, you're living out in the cabin. You don't even go to town for supplies.
Right.
You have someone come bring you the supplies. And that's the one interaction you have with them is they're like, you fucking stink as much as I saw you last time. Here's your groceries. But like, you're like, God damn, I know.
Plug in your ears.
But then you get to go like another month without having to be insulted. God, what a fucking weirdo you'd be though.
Oh,
You just can't.
Yep. So that's why we're going with Itchy Butthole. We
Okay.
have to.
Itchy butthole.
Itchy
Itchy butthole for the win.
Okay. We're going to do it one more time. It's because I love itchy buttholes. We're going to move on to some stupidity. I'm
That was great. Sorry.
so excited to share this story with you.
Okay.
Zach, will you do the fucking thing, please? And the answer is yes. Yes, we is dumb.
We is?
This is a
this is
recent story.
Yeah. You've told other people in the office, but I haven't heard it yet.
I've only told Lindsay.
Okay.
And then my wife, and then I think that's it.
Okay.
I didn't have to tell my wife shit because she was there. So you get it. So things have gotten a little more hectic lately around the Paisley household.
Yeah.
Something like a staple of, Erin is changing her job.
Yeah.
But the training for the nurse practitioner position is all during the day. And so for the last 10 years, she's always worked night shift.
And she's going to start working night shift again,
She
right?
will.
But they have to train her. Okay,
right.
So what a flip. That sucks.
Because I think she's going to be
her
the
sleep.
only one there for like the night shift, right? So
Right.
she can't do the training at night. All the training people that she can go with and get the certifications are there during the day.
Right.
So it's added a new role or a new wrinkle into what we're doing.
Before you tell the story, I wonder, like, can she flip her sleep schedule pretty quick like that?
She's master at it now.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Like insane.
She can just go to sleep whenever she needs to go to sleep. Man, okay.
Come home, it's a well-oiled machine.
Man, okay.
So now the wrench came in. She
Yeah.
has to do the daytime thing. So now, I'm have to leave work. I got to grab the kids. I got to get the kids home from school.
Yeah.
Whether they're walking or riding a bus, like the Boys and Girls Club, or going to a friend's house, or going to like the tutor, like whatever it is. Like now that's on my plate, including getting the kids to basketball and things like that because
Right.
Aaron's not home.
Right.
So now I've got to do it all. And I'm not really building excuses because there's no excuses for this.
Okay.
However, this was one of those days. I forget whatever the day of the week was last week. Dinner also something that's on my plate. So I come home. The kids are starving.
Yeah.
They're already complaining. I grab one of those pre-made chicken Alfredo dishes from Costco out of the refrigerator.
Right.
Take the top off, tin foil on, warm up the oven, and get the thing cooking.
Okay.
About 15 minutes in, Pepper and Ezra are just, I'm so hungry.
Sure.
I'm like, okay, yeah. Well, look it. Like, it's almost done.
It's cooking.
And then my wife walks in, Erin, and she goes, oh, I'm good. I'm starving. And I was like, okay, well, we got like 15 minutes left, and this is the thing that takes about 70 minutes to cook. So it gets all the way through, all the way done. The plates are out. The table's set.
Yeah.
Forks are ready to go. Everyone's ready to eat.
Yeah.
Erin goes over when the timer goes off, opens up the oven.
No, it wasn't even fucking on.
Guess didn't even put the food in the fucking oven.
Oh, no!
And just warmed up the air inside the oven. I did. So I wrapped the food
Yeah.
and I just put it back in the fridge.
That sucks.
It so sucks. And so Erin just like, she goes, there's no food in here. And I was like, what? She goes, there's no food in here. And I opened the fridge and I was like,
Jesus
oh no.
Christ.
And I just shut it and put my head down. She goes, oh my God.
Do you guys order pizza?
No, she just laughed at me a lot. She did some back pats and said, God, that was really funny. She goes, I know what you're talking about on the show next week. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, and I was mad, but I wasn't like pissed. I was just like, God damn it. Like, let everybody down. I was juggling all this shit. And that was the final piece of a complex day.
Right.
And I just cooked the air inside of the oven. So she went out and grabbed some food. And just left me at home to be a dumb idiot.
That is awesome.
Oh, man.
God.
What a letdown.
What? How did either of the kids have a meltdown?
No.
No?
They didn't really even
Did they laugh at you?
notice. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But Erin definitely just laughed. She was laughing out the door.
That's awesome.
She's like, you fucking idiot.
What'd you get instead?
She went out and got us Rocco's.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
So,
Yeah.
so I got to eat that,
Right.
which was fine. But the entire meal, every bite I took, I could feel Erin looking at me. I was like, stop it. And she's just laughing.
And Aaron listens to the show, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because I was just from our sense of humor, I fought it so hard. But like earlier when you had to yell, like, suck my dick, like yell that out. When you said a well-oiled machine, I took everything inside of me not to go, yeah, she is. Just to be like, say a creepy thing. But then I thought, like, but it's Joe. And then she listens.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Aaron.
Speaking of stuff that's always ready, am I right? Like just weird shit. Like, come on, Dan. Come on.
So I just needed to, I know it was creepy, and that's why I wanted to say it.
Right.
Because it's funny to say creepy things. And then I tried to fight it, and then I said it, I had to get it out, but also apologize.
There.
Okay,
now
good.
it's officially completely gone. So that was my dumb story.
That is pretty dumb. That's
Super
pretty
dumb. Oh my God,
God,
please
food.
let me know I'm not alone out there. I've done I don't know if I personally have done, but like not turning the oven on. I've done that one.
Yeah, I've done that one.
Where you think you're cooking it
Right.
and you just never set it. But cooking the air inside of it and putting the food back in the fridge was definitely. And I remember looking at it and I was like, did I put the food in there?
Yeah.
The food was, it had the tin foil on the top and it was sitting on top of the oven where it always is.
Right.
So that when it's ready, you just put it in, and it wasn't there. So in some sort of just blackout zombie dad mode, I just tucked it back in the fridge and then never looked.
I know I've burnt plenty of things. Mm-hmm. That's been.
I just picture you kept going with that. Like, I've burned some stuff, but I've just never been that fucking stupid.
No, I'm sure I have. I'm very absent-minded. I'm sure I have. The classic food thing I've done with the kids so many times, and then they wised up after a while, so I couldn't get away with it anymore. But on grilled cheese, I would, I'm sure you've done this too, I would burn the shit out of one side of their fucking sandwich and then just flip it over. And then when I put it on their plate, I'd always put the burnt side down and just present it like, that looks fucking good, right? And every time it's like maybe 2 bites in, they're like, hey! I'm like, it's fine, come on.
Or do the old butter knife rub on it and try to scrape off the burnt flakes.
Oh, yes. Yes,
And
yes.
save a little bit of dignity with the old butter knife rub.
Yep. Or sometimes you get lucky and you just rip off one slice of bread and then you just cook half of it again.
Or you just know how to
Usually I'm too
cook a
lazy for
fucking
that.
grilled cheese sandwich.
Or you can just, like a normal human being with the most rudimentary cooking skills, you can just make a grilled cheese sandwich.
That would be the best way to handle this.
That's the best. You know you're a terrible cook when you have all of these saves for fucked up grilled cheese sandwiches.
Right.
Like the easiest thing to make.
And here's what you do when you fuck up macaroni and cheese.
Exactly.
Like homemade? No, from the box.
From the box.
So a little trickier. Here's what happens if you fuck up scrambled eggs.
Oh man, I've messed. I'm not a great cook. I
No.
don't have the right focus. I can.
I get anxiety
I'm
when I
not
open a
good.
cookbook.
Yeah.
I go, oh, it's a lot of steps.
I'm not a good multitasker.
I'll have Doritos instead.
Ooh, yeah. Like the other night, there was one where it's like it was like I had to do for a little while. I had to do 4 things at one time, and it was just I was so stressed out, and I'm like, I'm gonna fuck one of these things, and I did.
Yeah, of
I
course.
can't remember one thing that I ruined, but I'm like, if I can do one thing at a time, like spaghetti, maybe 2 things. Okay, cook brown hamburger meat, check. Boil water, also
Boom.
check. Boom. Can watch both at the same time.
Look at me go.
Look at me go. And then also saute vegetables. Ah, fuck. No.
Oh, I got the noodles on my favorite burner. Right. So what am I going to put with these fucking veggies?
Yeah.
And then he's like, get grilled cheese. It's too much.
Chicken McNuggets from McDonald's.
Right.
Okay.
Got it. Dad saves again.
That's my kids' go-to now, is before Lindsay. I think Lindsay's brainwashed them because I don't think we did this as much as they claim.
Right.
But apparently, according to family lore, that we just lived on McDonald's before Lindsay showed up. I don't think that's true. I think we did have a fair amount of McNuggets.
Yeah.
But
I think Lindsay, is Lindsay out there?
somewhere.
Okay. She can attest to whether or not it was nothing but McDonald's ahead of time.
She would say that.
Okay. So there's no change in her mind.
No.
You can't get her to say like, no, I'm exaggerating.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, fuck it then.
She's got headphones on. She's not listening to you.
Oh,
well.
jeez. All right.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Just like- all right, let's move on to Dumb Dumb
Okay.
Idiots. And it's actually a pretty unique thing we're doing
God,
this week, so
yeah.
I'll explain here in just a second.
How about $5 instead?
Oh, you mother! $5. Jerry, play the fucking thing!
Dumb. Idiot.
I was going to get out $5, but then I'm not going to anymore.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to undo what I just did then.
Just backwards. All right, so for Dumb Dumb Idiots this week, we have just a list of complete dumb shit things.
Okay.
It was sent in by dummy Brandon, and it's just one BuzzFeed article.
Great.
If you know anything about these BuzzFeed, the lists they put together,
yep.
sometimes they're pretty good.
Yeah.
And this one is pretty good. So
Okay.
we're just going to go through this. Some are funnier than the others, but we'll sort those out as we go
Okay.
through. So it's 22 pictures that'll make you weep for the American education system. But these could really happen anywhere. So this is the first one, and we'll explain the picture. It says, I've been sitting in traffic
Oh my God.
for like 10 minutes after I turned onto a street. It's a picture of her just like sitting behind a car.
Parked car.
And then she wrote, I just realized these are parked cars.
I haven't done that one.
That is so good.
How great would that be if you're just like, what the fuck? Come
Whoops.
on, let's go. Right, hit the horn.
Like people on their porches, like, what?
You get so worked up, you're like, I'm gonna fucking tear this. You like get out of your car like you're gonna fight. Oh, wow,
You get up
that's
there
a
and the
parked.
only thing you see is
Where you
like
hiding?
the club or whatever those things are on steering wheels. You're like, wait, what? It's all locked up. Yeah, that would be when you came to the realization on that one of what you were doing. God, you would feel so stupid,
so dumb.
Be amazing. This next one, number 2, you're either a woman or a man. Women have reproductive organs, men don't. It's as simple as that.
Oh boy, Kelly.
Whoops.
That's why women have babies by themselves from start to finish. They get themselves pregnant and they have a baby with their multiple reproductive organs.
Right. Did you forget about Magneto's superpower, or did you forget what Magneto's superpower is? So who's winning this fight? Has Magneto and Iron Man?
Right.
And we go down here and somebody wrote back, bro, he's made of iron, not metal.
Oh yeah, and then has the like duh
Right.
kind of emoji.
Dumb, you dumb.
He's not made of metal. He's fucking made of iron. Jesus Christ!
For crying out loud.
I love that guy
Just so wrong.
I love that guy must think that there's like metal mines. What are you guys mining? Metal.
Right.
We found a bunch of metal ore.
Which kind?
Metal kind.
The metal kind, the one with magnets.
We found fucking metal in the ground, and then they were making it into more metal.
I don't know. How am I supposed to know?
What was this? What
Metal's metal, metal, metal.
do you think this is? The iron plant? No, it's a metal plant.
Iron plants down the street. So this one of my personal faves. Somebody commented or posted, haven't been able to come up with a vaccine for the flu, but able to come up with one for a new virus in a matter of months. And someone wrote back, there's literally a flu vaccine.
It has been for many, many years.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. I love that level of conspiracy where they just don't understand the basics of life.
There's something about the...
How have you never heard of a fucking flu shot?
I don't know.
Maybe they have.
They have just...
And they just... I mean...
Right. They just don't understand.
No, they do not have a vaccine for the flu. They have a shot. Right? Different.
Totally different. Is it? I love the confidence. That's what gets me. When they go in with such confidence, and there is a great example of that coming a little bit later in the list.
And I
when they come back, for more, to defend themselves
and dig themselves further,
it kills me. It's one of my favorite parts of the internet. Is watching that shit go down. So this is looks like a Facebook page called Christians Against Dinosaurs.
Okay.
So if dinosaur bones have been kept untouched for millions of years underground and are in such great condition, why do museums need plaster and wires to keep them together? Did the dinosaurs also need plaster and wire? Your bones wouldn't stick together on form if your flesh was gone. Do you have proof of that claim?
That's my favorite. Is like their initial thing. I'm like, okay, I see where they're coming from with that belief system. But then when the person's like, well, yeah, your bones wouldn't stick together either if your flesh was gone. And then they come back again, like, do you have proof of that claim? Like, what are you fucking talking about?
Right. Do you have proof of the other one?
You just don't. How do you not understand like connective tissue? That doesn't have anything to do with theology.
Nope.
That is just like you don't understand basic fucking skeletal systems.
Oh man. So this one's good too. Definitely trying this, and it's on like a like an ancestry or something. So
yeah.
I really want to find out if I'm related to my ancestors. Somebody wrote back, I highly suspect you are indeed related to your ancestors.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
You are for sure related to your ancestors.
With the 3 mind blown emojis after that.
Yep.
Am I related to my ancestors?
Oh my God. Hey, I just found out I'm related to my grandpa.
What?
We both showed up on Ancestry.com.
That's crazy. This next one maybe could happen to a lot of people out there because they're not in tune with technology. But somebody wrote, I'm trying to print a GIF file.
Oh my God.
But whenever I print it out, the picture doesn't move.
Holy shit. I hope that's a joke.
That'd be fucking sick if it did, though. That'd be a magic printer. They started printing movable images. How come we can't be there?
And I love if that person's not joking. They would like print that and it would be magically moving around on their fucking paper and all of the magic would be 100% lost on them. They'd be like, yeah, I guess it works.
Wow.
Yeah, they wouldn't even, they'd be like, hey man, check this out. Check out this GIF I just printed. Like they wouldn't even think it was cool. Be like, bro, how the fuck did you do that? I printed a GIF.
Right.
And that same person could like print a movie. Hey, you want to watch this movie? I just printed it out. Oh my God, that's amazing.
What?
I just said I printed a movie.
Right.
It's what it's supposed to do.
All right, so this one was coming from a Walker County yard sale group. First 10 people to post their social security numbers gets $1,000 and an autographed Donald Trump rookie card. So the first people, he said, bunch of people. It's all like read it out because it has a bunch of social security numbers posted all over the page.
What a fucking idiot! What I love about that one is that they doubled down on the idiocy and put that you also get a Trump rookie card. Right. He's not a fucking baseball player. like
rookie what?
Like, how do you think that like presidents have rookie cards?
I know.
God. And at least 10 people were dumb enough to throw their social security numbers on there.
I know.
That's amazing.
What kind of stats on the back would Trump have on the back of his card? I
or
wonder.
Ooh, that's a fun topic.
Any presidents. Like, what are their stats? Old. Age, old.
Right. Hair, wispy.
I would love that would play.
How wispy. Super wispy.
I love that would play to 90% of presidents. Race, white. Or 99%. How old? Very. Hair, wispy.
And then the next one is how wispy. And it's like very, or medium, or low. Low wispy.
He led the league in executive orders for 3 straight years.
Right, exactly. All right, so we're jumping down to this one. I don't even know who wrote this. This story won a Pullet surprise.
A Pullet prize. Pullet surprise.
Instead of
Pullet surprise. Instead of a Pulitzer Prize. That sounds like something I would do. Out of all the ones we've seen, this one feels like I can do that.
I hear it.
Wait, win some kind of Pulitzer Prize? You mean Pulitzer Prize? I meant Pulitzer Prize.
Like a bar with the pull tabs. Like that's a Pulitzer Prize.
Right. Oh, you got a Pulitzer Prize.
Oh, it kills me. All right, this one is looks like a little text thread between Matthew and the Whirlpool brand new refrigerator. So somebody asked about it and just wrote dimensions, and he goes, "I don't speak Spanish, but it's still available."
You just don't know the dimensions? Is a fucking English word? Right. What are the dimensions? Listen. Let me get.
No habla. No
let me get
hablar.
Gabriel. He speaks Spanish.
Right.
I don't know what you're saying.
Right. No
No,
idea.
that's fucking English, dude. Not where I'm from.
No hobbler.
No
Ingles.
No Habler Ingles, my friend.
No hobbler Ingles. Obama was too scared to run against Trump because he knew Trump would destroy him. That's why Obama retired. And then somebody commented back, your elevator doesn't quite go all the way to the top, does
I
it?
just understand, like, nah, he's 2 terms and you're done. That's how it works.
Can anyone explain why the sun is white instead of yellow like it was decades ago? Okay.
What?
Just chemicals.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Where's that? I'm trying to find this. Oh, yeah, this one's good. So,
Okay.
I'm sure you've seen this one around. Maybe you haven't. So when I was 6, my sister was half my age. Now I'm 70. How old's my sister? 35. Let's have a hard one next time, please. Just the confidence.
What the fuck?
I know. And I get that it's a riddle, but you can't come in with that type of confidence.
Did Lindsay post that? If she was listening out there.
I'm like, easy. 6 football fields.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And there are other ones of that same type of back and forth where somebody just defends their answer forever. Like, yeah, I know it's half.
Yeah.
When I was half when I was 6, it's half of 70. And it just goes on. They're like, come on. Jesus, put an end to this.
That is the worst when you I've done that when you keep doubling down in like in a argument with somebody and you're like no, and then about 10 minutes in you just have that oh fuck, oh shit, I was wrong.
Right, exactly.
Or actually the absolute worst is when they finally drop it and then they're like okay whatever and you're like yeah, and then later you just realize on your own oh no. Right. They were right the entire time. Hey.
Whoopsies. Start working on that apology letter. So, 48 senators said no, but 377 senators said yes. And then the person responding with, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but there are only 50 senators total. Both of you are wrong. And this is just a fun back and forth between wrong and wronger.
Right? Okay. Oh, God.
Oh, geez.
Was it 100?
Yep. So on the next one here, it says, they are amazing. We have black bears here in the North Georgia mountains, and they have been on my deck several times going after the bird feeders. Need to watch them inside. Why are bears not hypermating?
That's a very different winter. Are they
the
sleeping? No,
best
they're
winter.
fucking just so much. So much fucking
There's
hypermating.
so many fucking bears on the backside of this hypermating. Oh, that was not that funny. Okay, this one is, no thanks.
Okay.
I don't need a vaccine for a virus I ain't got. That's good setup right there. You know it's going to be good. So vaccines are specifically for viruses you don't have. I wish you don't got is what he should have wrote. Right. You managed to demonstrate a complete lack of understanding in one sentence, which is actually quite impressive. And then we'll wrap it up with this one, okay?
Okay.
So this is looks like a Reddit thread.
Yep.
Somebody posted, the original poster, oh my God, so I just figured out the word hurt. It's past, present, and future. You will be hurt. You are hurt. You were hurt. And then all caps and bold. Because if something truly hurt, it never really stops. So somebody replied to us, you poetic little. It's because it's an adjective. And then somebody wrote back, you will be stupid, you are stupid, and you were stupid.
That's a great comeback.
That's the best.
Those are good. Those are fun.
That was it, man. That was our first time, just staying on one thing, going down the list, a collage of sorts.
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, let us know what you think. You can send in, other lists that you think we should take a look at. Because have ridiculously dumb shit in it. You can send that into dumb@iswedumb.com. I've never been more excited for an apocalypse pending in my entire life.
I'm excited to hear this. You teased to me what it is a little bit, and
yeah, you did.
I think I know.
Huh?
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay, Zach, do the thing.
I also need to stop saying I'm excited. I realized like
and mothers in the home.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Going.
Mothers in the what? Okay, sorry.
I want to start working on. I'm looking forward to this.
Oh,
This is going to be fun. I've fallen into a I'm excited hole lately, and I'm just before anybody else calls me out, I'm calling myself out.
Well, sometimes holes can be exciting.
Sometimes holes can often be exciting.
And before we get to apocalypse spending,
Yeah.
just real quick, I just want to make sure that you still knew
For the boner.
that I'm sorry for the boner.
Sorry for the boner.
Okay.
Nice.
Apology accepted.
Okay, that's all I need to see. So this was sent in. Actually, I grabbed out of a comment section on one of our own videos by a dummy that goes by Brand Ever. It's out of your hometown.
Okay, Riggins, Idaho.
Representative Shepard had something very fun to say about battling against getting more money for education in Idaho.
That sounds about right.
You ready to take a listen to this?
Yep.
I don't
Okay.
think anybody does a better job than mothers in the home. And any bill that makes it easier or more convenient for mothers to come out of the home and let somebody else raise their child, I just don't think that's a good direction for us to be going.
That's Representative Charlie Shepard from Riggins testifying against House Bill 226, the one that would give Idaho nearly $6 million in federal grants to increase early childhood education in Idaho.
Wow.
Help make it more available and accessible. It failed, by the way, but barely, but it is expected to be reconsidered. Representative Shepard,
What
though,
the
thinks
fuck?
this chance to help get kids ready for kindergarten, not necessarily raising them, would do damage to the family unit, make it easier and convenient for mothers to come out of the home. Happy Women's History Month.
When you're getting shit on by the Boise News for being
Oh my
ignorant.
God. So I had no idea
I know the Shepherds.
that you know the Shepherds.
Charlie Shepard is several classes. He was several classes above me. So I mean, I want to say like 5 or something. So I didn't really know him that well.
Okay.
I knew who he was.
Okay.
The Shepherds were always really good. They were kind of like known in Riggins. I mean, such a small area. Like the whole family, like it was Charlie, Ronnie, and Mike, all good athletes. I think Ronnie tried to walk on as a running back for like Boise State.
He should have tried to run on him, am I right? Get it? Okay.
I get it.
That's why I didn't get picked. He fucking walked on. You're like, whoa, the slowest running back I've ever fucking seen.
Come on.
Run.
I don't think he quite got it. And then Mike was in my the year above me, really good. But they that is not surprising to me.
Okay.
That would happen in Riggins. It's just it's such a small little echo chamber. And I mean, I understand what the argument he's trying to make, you know, that traditional family where, you know, the guy works out there and the mom stays home. That's fine for his family,
Sure.
if that's what they both agree on.
Right.
But to try to put that on other people is just where the real fucking dumb shows.
So dumb.
You know, where it's like, dude, you're in your weird little fucking bubble in the Salmon River Canyon there. You don't understand how many working moms there are out there. You don't understand how many moms, like, don't need to work but want to because they're fucking people who can have careers just like you can.
Yep.
And so many have better careers than you do. I mean, he's somebody that if he was in an area with a bigger population, there is no fucking way that he would get elected to anything.
Right.
He's a good football coach, you know, for the high school there. And it's that weird small town thing too. We're like, oh man, Charlie's great. He's a good football coach. Yeah, but have you ever talked to him? Like, the Shepherds, they're nice. None of them are going to win any like intellectual debates anytime soon. And it's like, I fucking grew up with these kids. And I remember thinking that when I was fucking 10, and I think it now, where it's like, nice people, but not fucking knocking on Mensa's door anytime soon. And that's just so and what's sad is I bet that played well in my hometown. Just so strong. They're like, yeah, good for you.
I love the
good
wording.
for you to fucking vote down pre-kindergarten education.
Right. It's
God damn it.
Just that let mothers out of the home. Like
Oh my God.
Like they're fucking caged up animals. Like it's just it's like, wait, what? Excuse me, what'd you just say?
And the Riggins school system is already a fucking train wreck.
They could use a little more funding.
Oh my God, they could use so much more funding. It's a fucking idiot factory. Like, and I say that as someone who's third generation, like Salmon River High School. I went to Las Vegas for 2 years, my first 2 years of high school.
Okay.
And a public school that was not even a good public school. I went to Bonanza High School. It was kind of a rougher school when I went there. I remember like crazy and scary fucking brawls happening all the time. It's not like it was this charter school. It sure as shit wasn't a private school. I think it was like your baseline low public school. And I didn't take AP classes. I took your basic classes. I went to Riggins for my junior, senior year of high school, literally coasted off the knowledge I got on my freshman, sophomore year, and got straight A's. My last 2 years of high school, doing virtually zero homework, paying attention, kind of, in class.
And accidentally caught something?
And I was less educated when I graduated. If I would have went to college right after my sophomore year, I would have been fucking smarter.
Been better hands.
I would have been in better hands than after 2 more years of Riggins schooling. And a lot of my classmates there, and this is going to be mean to say, but like, they were struggling because they had parents like Charlie Shepard. Like, these are just not, they're so ignorant, they don't know how ignorant they are.
Right.
Oh, and it's just a fucking bummer.
I can't know what you don't know type thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love that, like, the attitudes there. I love that when Boise is not known as the country at large as some bastion of intellectual activity. I love Boise.
Yep.
I love Idaho. I love it, but it's like, when the Boise, like, news anchor is rolling his eyes literally at the shit you're saying for being that fucking dumb, that's saying a lot. This isn't like a Manhattan news show. This isn't fucking San Francisco.
It's not a little off base.
Right, like for
you had
Idaho.
To go so far.
You're still
that.
And that's what's frustrating about my time. It's like, God damn it, like, that's why we're the fucking laughing stock of a state that is the laughing stock for the rest of the country. The area I grew up in is the laughing stock for the rest of the state. Right. Please don't be so fucking dumb anymore.
And that's why you're in comedy.
Oh my
it's the
God.
laughing stock. You get it. See that twist?
That's good. That's good.
That's never would have worked out if you didn't.
Now I'm probably gonna fucking see him next time I go home.
He's gonna kick the shit.
He's gonna
out
hear
of
about
you.
this. Now they're pretty small.
Okay.
That's what's nice about the Shepherds.
I'll go with you.
They're
We
real
just beat
athletic.
the shit out of the Shepherds.
They're real athletic, but they're very tiny people.
All right.
Like truly. So it's like, I remember Mike, the older brother, he was, anyway. I remember throwing Mike down to the playground. And then I was like, what am I doing? Because he was like half my size and I was little. And like, he was laughing at me throwing him down on the playground. Like, what are you doing? People don't throw me around.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, I'm little.
Jeez.
I'm a little guy.
What the heck? Lollipop cans. All right. Well, that was Apocalypse
Oh
Pending.
my God. Of
I know
course. That was great. That was great.
It took my breath away when I first heard it. I was like, wait, what? Did you just fucking say that?
And I'm frustrated.
In the House of Representatives?
Yep. And for me, it's frustrating where I'm like, I remember, okay, before we move on, what he said is so much more intellectual. Like, usually when I go home, I just hang around just like my family. And some of my family's friends, we went to this little get together. I'm not even going to say when it was because they may listen, some of them, or some of their kids might. But I remember it was this moment where Kyler finally understood how different my childhood was than his. We went over to this house, some friends of family, and some language and ideas are being tossed around the table that were they would be backwards for the 1960s.
So real
fucking,
twisted.
like they would have shocked people in polite society or educated people in like the 40s. They'd be like, what the fuck? Hey,
Ay.
And it's like, I'm in this uncomfortable position where it's like, it's my fucking family's friends and stuff. And I knew that they didn't like it either, but that's just the way, like, that's what I grew up around. And I just pulled Kyler aside later and I'm like, that's why I'm so glad that you're getting a better education. Right. That's why we talked to you about so many things, so you don't become one of those people. And like what Charlie Shepard just said was like 10 times better than what gets said locally.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like, it's a different era. There's some great people there, but holy shit, education is not a priority around there.
I picture the circle around him. That wasn't the first draft. That was the final draft.
Oh my God.
And what were the drafts before?
What were the drafts
we
before?
shouldn't let women out of the house.
Right.
What were the other things you were going with before that was the final one? Like, that's good.
His opening read is, when my wife talked about getting a job, I was like, bitch, I'll kill you. No. You're going to want to just take the language. Let's just turn it down.
Okay, let me see it. The guy writes on it. No. Bitch, I might kill you.
Nope. No. Take out bitch.
Right.
And all the murder talk.
Okay.
All right. Fucking liberals.
Bitch.
You and your fucking socialist language.
Right.
I'm sorry, what?
Right, exactly. All right, let's move on to another fun one-star heroes. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I get no respect in real life, always am upset, so I let them know I hate them on the internet, yeah.
I want to point out that it sounded like if you're just listening.
Like a bong?
Like a bong. Like you just took a huge rip. Just
My water.
okay, so what are we doing this week?
We have listener edition one-star heroes. And so I'm going to go through and thank these people. We're going to start off with this is a little random assortment of one-star reviews.
I like it.
And we're going to start with this is from Craig Campbell, who found a toilet paper review on Amazon that he just talked about being so anal. And he said pun intended.
Yeah.
And but this is so ridiculous. The details this person goes into about toilet paper. So Stephen Roddick left a one-star review of this. I think it was, I can't remember the brand. It doesn't, Cottonelle. Perfect. Okay. He says, ain't the same Cottonelle TP sold in 2018 and earlier. The new 2019 Cottonelle bathroom tissue does not match its excellent version prior to 2019. This new wavy version, not as wide as the former. It is not as clean-upable as the former. It requires more sheets to, quote, get the job done. Whoever the quality control folks are that created this new version should hang their heads down in shame. I order for a company in Southern California that has over 1,000 toilets.
So I know buttholes.
I know toilets. I know buttholes. I contacted Cottonelle customer service, both the professional side and the consumer side, and was told the former product is not made anymore. And thus, this former buyer is not ordering the Cottonelle bathroom tissue anymore, writing from San Diego, California. Just the way they wrote that is like, I could never hang out with you.
Nope.
You're a fucking annoying
But
person.
it did make me realize how fun it might be to be in like quality control for a toilet paper company. like everyone has to wipe your butt.
Yeah.
Like, that's good.
I guess you would have testing.
Pretty soft. Let me see your butt. Oh, yeah, all clean. It's grout. No, ship it.
Imagine that was part of the quality control testing at a toilet paper, company, where you go in this room, you wipe your butt, you take some notes, answer like a little questionnaire, and then you come back and then you have to drop your pants and spread your butt cheeks.
Getting expected.
And then allow some person, okay, looks pretty clean. A little bit on the right. We've been noticing a lot of shit particles on the right cheek. That's interesting.
Is it wide enough?
Is it wide enough? hey, Gary, I don't think the toilet paper's wide enough. We're getting a lot of stuff on the edges.
That was a weird complaint by this guy.
Not
it wasn't
wide enough.
wide enough. How are you wiping your butt?
Yeah, how wide's your butthole?
What? Like you just leaving the sheet perfectly flat? Like you're not like any sort of crunching or folding or anything? Just pop like on your hand like a pad?
Are you just fucking pounding your butthole with a gigantic dildo and then immediately wiping? But like, it's not wide enough.
Why?
Well, yeah, your butthole's gaped.
Right.
Like you're not
it falls right in.
This new toilet paper falls right in.
What do you mean?
A, you're not supposed to be wiping with your butt facing up in the air. B, you don't wipe out of fucking the hardcore anal sex.
Of course, it'll be a little sloppy.
Okay. So this next one, these are just some little silly ones. This is from Corey Shamey, and this is some people commenting on the Statue of Liberty. Okay. So they're reviewing the Statue of Liberty, and it's a little tough to read here. I have to zoom in. David Fartwinkle, so maybe joking, but not good. Looks like a big action figure. I thought that the Ghostbusters took it or something. I don't know. It was pretty anticlimactic. My great-great-great-great-grandparents entered America here. That's it. This is what they look like. What are you even saying?
Yeah, this is what they look like.
And then the next one's more nonsensical. This is why I wanted to put this one in. Selena writes, I work at 6:30 a.m. It's very inconvenient that I cannot go and see my favorite mamas before work. Instead, I have to cry my way to work. Please fix. Like, is this fucking cry for help or a review of the Statue of Liberty? I need to see my mamas before work, but I guess I'll cry instead. Right. What does that have to do?
1 star.
1 star. What does that have to do with the Statue of Liberty?
I don't know, but I love it. Okay,
this next one, this comes in from Jason Trottier.
Okay.
And this is the Dutch Schultz treasure. A little bit of backstory. I looked into this. It's this like 1930s era, like bootlegger. I guess he's doing it in the 1920s, bootlegging, mafia guy, associated guy. And there's like this legend in New York that he buried a bunch of treasure somewhere. Okay. Like a bunch of gold, bunch of jewels, at least $50 million, up to $150 million worth, supposedly. Okay. and this guy found this Dutch Schultz treasure on Google, and which is, it's just it's not a thing. Somebody probably just put it there as a joke, and he's like, place sucks. Couldn't even find it. Couldn't even find a buried treasure.
This place sucks. Still poor.
Still poor.
Boo.
Boo. I looked up Google for buried treasure. I not even listed an address.
I had to drive 5 miles to get here. It's a weird complaint.
Okay, so these next ones, I think it picks up.
Okay.
This next one's a Pizza Hut review.
Oh, jeez.
Eddie H., before we get to it, had the same thought I did on it. Thank you, dummy Eddie. Where just the ridiculousness of ordering this many pizzas on Christmas Eve and being mad when anything goes wrong. Farrell Tackett, 1 star on Google. Ordered 10 pizzas at 4:45 p.m. on Christmas Eve. Was told would be an hour. Corporate office actually called to confirm the order. An hour later was getting ready to go pick up, and the Pizza Hut store called and said that the order had just came through, and to tell us they were not going to be able to complete our order because they had to open dough to do our order. Whatever. Okay. So now I have 16 people at my sister's house, and now no food and place is closing. Thanks for ruining Christmas Eve for us. Well, I have to say, Little Caesars just now beat the Hut and is taking care of us. Way to go, Hut. Never again. Yeah, maybe never again. Wait until fucking 4:45 on Christmas Eve to make your fucking holiday plans.
Yeah, how about procrastinate a little less?
God, you douche.
Then 4 minutes before.
Right.
Wait for everybody, all 16 people, I'm kind of hungry. Let's order some pizza.
On Christmas Eve.
Right.
Hey, come over to my sister's house. We're having a bunch of food for a get-together for Christmas Eve.
Oh, right. Should we bring anything? No, we got
everything. And then 4:45, hey, what are we going to eat? Oh, shit. Hey, someone called Pizza Hut. Right. And then when they can't come through, you ruined Christmas. No, you ruined it for yourself.
Look at these motherfuckers. The whole family, that whole company just hates Pizza Hut.
Right.
There's signs all over the building, all crossed up.
Boycott the Hut.
Pizza Hat.
Pizza Hat hates Christmas. Now this next one, this is not a 1-star review. Before we get to my favorite little section here of reviews today, but this is a 5-star, but it's just so absurdly written. It just really made me laugh. This comes in from Mandy Ronning. This is for this Nintendo Switch feature that allows you to use any controller with the Switch.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and so G. Alm gave it 5 stars. Make shiny Babymon while making babies IRL. This is for the Switch Up on Amazon. My wife asked me to choose between playing Pokemon and her. This device allows me to have my cake and eat it too. I get the shiny Pokemon I need for my online self-esteem, all while taking my wife out to dinner. It even allows me to squeeze in some time to make friends. Let me tell you, this little device has changed my life. I now have enough shiny Pokemon to be good enough for Master Ball tier, and I'm now Master Ball tier husband too. We're thinking about having kids. You shouldn't. This device makes that possible. I'll have time to watch game make me shiny Babymons, all while I'm making a baby in real life. Talk about a win-win. Grinding while grinding even. Even better, it should keep trucking even while I'm doing the tedious chore of parenting. Because who's got time for that? Well, I do now, and I got that shiny Phantump I don't plan on using. Anyway, great device. It will literally change your life. I fucking hope they're joking.
I hope they're not. I just picture this guy super happy that he's just having sex and collecting Pokemon. And the wife being like, that's fine.
Right. Like that his hang up on having kids. Who has time to have kids? I don't have time for sex. I gotta get my Pokemon. Right. Going. Parent, I have time to be catching Pokemon.
No, I have no time to make more friends. Right. Probably not. Oh man, that was good though. That's funny.
This next one's a saga.
Oh boy.
This is from a place in oh my gosh.
Place.
I have it Gulf because I added some stuff to it here on my phone. It is in Gulf something. Come on. No. Why did Yelp I had it set.
It just reset?
It just reset. I hate it when it does that.
It's like, oh, are you done here?
Nope. Gulf Shores, Louisiana.
Okay.
And it's called Drunken Shrimp. At least it saved it in my recent thing. This person... It's rated pretty well overall. I'm gonna pull up here. I had it pulled up. Sorry about this, but it's called Drunken Shrimp, and I believe it was 3.5 stars. Yes, 3.5 stars out of 5. Cajun Creole seafood. So it's decent ratings. Most of the 1-star ratings have nothing to do with the food. They have to do with the owner of this shrimp place just fucking shredding people.
Oh, I'm having Pizza Factory Coeur d'Alene flashbacks.
Yes, just eviscerating people online. I'm going to pull up. I had another review saved too. Okay. This will be at the end here. So this first one from our dummy Clayton Caron. Lindsay Clements. 4 days ago as of them sending this in. 1 star.
It's pretty close to Lindsay Cummins.
Pretty close to Lindsay Cummins. Might be her. I simply wanted to say that my husband and I are going to be in the area next month, and we were definitely going to eat at this establishment. I'm so happy that I found Google reviews, though, so that I could see that the owners' replies to their customers. I have never in my life witnessed such hostile, rude, and just plain trashy behavior from a business owner. If a customer has a bad experience, you offer to make it right. You do not attack their family or their body type and say that you don't need them or want them as your customer. There is no way I would step foot in this restaurant after reading those replies.
Let me guess, they replied?
They did. Okay. The owner always replies to 1 star. He does not ever stop feeding the trolls.
It's all he does. Everyone else does the work. Right. He just sits there and replies to these.
Just fucking shreds people. Response from the owner. Good. Stay home and eat somewhere else. Who makes an announcement about where they are not going? Get a life instead of mine. LOL. You a joke. So that's how it starts.
Sassy.
Sassy
little business owner.
John Smith, 1 star review. Their nasty overpriced food gave me food poisoning, not to mention the horrendous way they treat their customers. Save yourself the money and time and go to one of the many other great restaurants Gulf Shores has to offer. Owner response. Yeah. Thank you. When your doctor gives you a note and says it was specifically food that came from my restaurant, I'll give you a full refund.
Jesus Christ.
Every single one of them they come back at.
He's a mess.
Yeah. Tiffany Johnson, 1 star. Only leaving a 1 star review because I have to be able to leave one to leave a review. Tried calling to make an order. Told me if I came in, I could order. Couldn't do order over the phone because they were too busy. Asked to speak to a manager. She said she was the manager.
That's the worst.
I like to speak to the manager. Yeah, you are.
You are. Fuck this.
Shit.
Damn it.
Was very rude. We will never eat here. Owner response.
Right.
We don't want you to eat here. Customers like you can go somewhere else, and I encourage you to. So glad you won't be eating my delicious food. Love it. Just fucking tearing them apart. Needlessly.
You can see how he would get a plenty of a following that would still go and support him.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Just okay, another one.
Okay.
Jessica Corinne, 1 star. Food was good, but I would rather pay $20 at Fish River Grill. They have a friendly staff and clean establishment. This place sucked as far as service, and I'm a local, so they won't be getting any of Baldwin County locals' business. I'll make sure to tell everyone. Owner response. Good. Thank you for the 1 star review. That was too kind. We don't need your business. Go eat that overseas shrimp full of mercury and grown in ponds and fed pig feces from Fish River. Research shows it's bad for your body, but with a body like yours, I can see why you wouldn't care.
Oh my.
LOL. Fucking shredding people.
He was a little more spicy that day.
Right. Okay.
Also, your husband's ugly. Lol. Just weird shit.
The owner shows even more shade on this next one.
Okay.
It's building. Elise Fitzgerald, 1 star. Pulled into the parking lot to eat with my family and saw the owner coming out the front door, cussing at customers and filming them. Can you imagine? Yeah. You pull up to a restaurant, they're coming out the front door, the owner, and then fucking cussing people and filming it. Staff belongs to the streets. There are certain things you do not say around children, yet alone yell at them, and these workers need to learn that lesson. As someone who spends summers in Gulf Shores every year, I have had many memorable restaurant experiences in the area. The Drunken Shrimp was one of them, and definitely not for the right reasons. From beginning to end, the staff was rude. If there was an option for 0 stars, I would have chosen it. As the Drunken Shrimp food staff, does not deserve the 1 I have given. Response from owner. Your mama belongs on the streets.
What is this guy, dude?
We don't give 2 fucks how many 0 star reviews you give us. Go eat somewhere else, get a life, and stay out of ours. Please don't come back to Gulf Shores. We spread love, not hate. No, that last part's true.
That was confusing. Confusing last statement.
So
your mom.
So I look up and I was like, okay, just to make sure this place, like overall, like what the reviews were. I was just kind of like, curious. And oh my God, the recent 1 stars. Okay, let me make sure I'm getting the right one for the reply here. Yep, Janina K. Okay, here we go. I don't know if the owner has not responded to this one yet, but this is what the most recent 1 star I found. Janina K wrote, warning, Drunken Ship Gulf Shores. Do not give your service to this business. Lady at counter got into an altercation with us, cussed us, and it got physical. threw us out, and shoved my friend out the door, slamming and injuring her arm before locking the door. Why? Because we asked for fountain drinks and she only had bottles. So she got upset with us and told us to get out. We filed charges due to injuries to friend's arm. Police say they get constant complaints from this business. I fucking love how psychotic they are here.
You have to have like MMA training to go eat at the Drunken Shrimp.
Right. I just picture you like fucking stretching in the parking lots and just getting warmed up. Like, okay.
I'm getting that fucking fountain drink.
You grab your brass knuckles out of your pocket and get some of that fucking shrimp. Right. Whatever comes. And you're just like, you have to prepare for battle to go in this place.
Like you're walking in, like you're taping up your wife's hands, her wrists. They hand you boxing gloves, like they sit at your table, and then everybody gets some boxing gloves in case shit gets out of hand.
I just picture like the person like constantly warmed up behind the cash register, like, yeah, you want that fucking shrimp? Come get them! Right. You have to like throw money at them, and then as they grab it, you're like punching them in the fucking face, and then you get like a haymaker from behind. I used to like it here. It's just a fucking brawl every time you go in there. Oh, so I thought that was fantastic.
That is funny.
You played.
Yeah, thank you to everybody for sending those in.
Last one comes from you.
Oh, it comes from me?
This is a quick one.
Oh, okay.
The last one is Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this.
On Amazon. 1 star from Carlton B. Morgan, who says, just a bunch of people going to each other's houses. If any of you have seen Pride and Prejudice or read the book, that's so funny.
It's so funny.
Because I know it's a literary classic, but growing up having to read it in school, I'm like, this is the fucking most boring book I've ever read in my life. It's just people talking in people's houses.
That's exactly what it is. So I came across that and started laughing so hard. I was like, holy shit, that's exactly what it is.
And I know it's a commentary on the times and the gender roles and all that stuff. But when you're 16 and you're reading it, you're like, this is fucking boring.
Tell me what I wish I was reading? Maxim.
Yeah. Playboy.
Anything besides fucking Pride and Prejudice?
Instead, I'm just reading about these people talking in other people's houses.
Goosebumps? Anything besides this.
Party Boys? Right. Mad Magazine? Give me anything.
God damn. All right, well, that was super dumb.
Good.
But I do have some good news.
Okay.
So we're going to do that right now. Zach, play it. Thank you.
Sliver of hope.
I just, before you bring up the positive, I just wonder what's going on at Drunken Shrimp right now. Like, who's getting beat up?
We've got an ER type situation in the back room. Like, the hostess has glass shards in her head, getting some butterfly stitches.
Like, yeah, like that's part of the. When you apply for a job at Drunken Ship, they're like, "How good are you with stitches?" I'm sorry, what? No, like, can you give like trauma surgery? How good are you at like fixing like?
They just bring you back there.
Lacerations.
Like, hey, can you fix this? Like someone's legs snap sideways. Like, oh no, I can't. All
what?
right, well,
No, we can't use you then.
Get the fuck out of here. Punch him.
right.
Punch them and shove them out the door. We don't need your fucking business anyway.
That's the job. That's the job application process. If you don't get the job, they just fucking beat your ass and then throw you out of the establishment.
They're tired of just shitty employees. Right. And they're hoping to upgrade it by threatening violence for anyone they hire.
It's just like whoever
you have to
like,
get jumped in. It's like this weird gang and jumped out. Like you're like, fuck, I do have to quit. It's only a summer job. Okay. It's a final day going. Get the shit kicked out of you.
It's just some lunatic who owns it where like they hit the lottery or they received a huge inheritance and they're able to set up some kind of, like LLC or some kind of litigation separation. So they're not worried about that person getting their personal fortune. And they're just like, I just fucking hate people, but I love shrimp. So I want to open up a shrimp restaurant that allows me to do my two favorite things in life. And that's to fuck abuse other people and make delicious shrimp.
So, hear me out. Drunken shrimp.
Drunken shrimp. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to make the best shrimp, but I'm going to get fucked up every day.
Right.
And
I'm punching people.
I got a lot of anger inside. And I'm going to let it out on the customers every fucking day.
Right.
That's how we're going to run this shit.
Just the biggest lawyer team.
Right. They have 2 fry cooks. They have 1 hostess, 4 lawyers, and 3 EMT trauma surgeons.
And the owner.
And the owner.
And Chuck Liddell.
Right, Chuck Liddell.
It's his restaurant. That's what it is. All right, so this was a happy story. This was sent in by Dummy Max.
Okay.
Alex Trebek, his wardrobe donated to homeless organization for job interviews.
Aww.
So how cool is that? Mm-hmm. So 14 suits, 58 dress shirts, 300 neckties.
Jeez.
I have 2.
Yeah, I have like 4 or 5
I mean,
I've had for years.
I'm also not hosting a game show. 300 seems like a lot. I don't even know what Is there any of that colors or patterns or anyway, 300 neckties and various other items of clothing that once belonged to Jeopardy's host Alex Trebek has been donated by the show and the Trebek family to the Doe Fund, an organization that provides paid work, housing, vocational training, continuing education, and comprehensive social services to underserved Americans with histories of addiction, homelessness, and incarceration. Incarceration, sorry. As the suggestion of Trebek's son, Matthew Trebek, a supporter of the Doe Fund, the clothing will be distributed to those participating in the organization's Ready, Willing, and Able reentry program to be worn on job interviews. How cool is that?
That is
Instead of just
super
like
cool.
letting them go to something dumb because they could have gone
Right.
anywhere or just held on to them or sold them. I'm sure people would have bought these suits for sure, Jeopardy lovers.
Right.
Instead, they decided to do this with it, and I just think that's really cool.
I can't stop thinking about the drunken shrimp guy. And I was imagining him, like they're at work. They're in the back. They got the TV on. And they see that article, like a news story pop up speaking to exactly that. And then like some new employee's like, oh my God, that's so nice. Like what a great thing. Just like all the things that you just said. And then the owner just like, fuck you, bitch. Just fucking punches him in the face and get the fuck out. You're fired.
Right.
Why?
Weak.
Yeah, you fucking weak ass shit.
You're soft.
You fucking soft ass Alex Trebek lover. Fuck you.
Throwing shrimp at
Fuck
him.
Alex Trebek. Fuck you and fuck these shrimp. Like,
That's his finishing move. He always kicks the shit out of people and then throws shrimp at him. Like that's his last little bit. Just fuck you.
That
Whips him,
me.
hits him in the face with shrimp.
Oh my God.
That is super degrading. Get your ass kicked and then get hit by a handful of shrimp. Like after you're already.
That's so funny to me.
Ow, like you're about to black out and the last thing you do is get hit by shrimp.
Oh my God, yeah, you're laying in the parking lot. You're like your ribs are broken. You've just gotten like kicked in the ribs several times. You get a laceration on your head, like you're seeing double, and then you just feel this little like this little slap of shrimp hitting your fucking face.
Right. Or get like whitewash.
Fuck you and fuck these shrimp, and then just splat, bounce them off your head. What?
Or give you like rub your face in it. Oh. That'd be terrible.
If that was real, I would literally be sitting like. If I lived there, I'd be like, I wouldn't even watch shows in the evening. I'm like, let's head down to Drunken Shrimp. Let's just see what happens tonight.
Just sit on the roof of the lawn chair.
Right. I would sit just off the property so I didn't get hurt. Right. Some kind of lawn chair, and then just watch the show.
All the
Who gets
housing
beat up tonight?
around it is going up because people are just trying to buy it to watch. These street fights.
It's like the housing around Wrigley Field, or one of those stadiums.
Right.
Like people have just converted their homes into having like these huge decks and everything, and they got chairs, like like where they're always just packed, just watching the show,
flying drones around and shit. Like, watch it all.
Sorry, I'm late. What did I miss? Not much. A couple beat downs. Only one person went to the hospital so far. Some old lady got like kicked across the parking lot.
Well, it is Tuesday.
That's a slow day.
It is a slow day.
Slow day.
There's a bunch of free shrimp down there, though. If you want it, you can pick it up. All right. Let's take a look at just some weird shit that was found on the web.
Okay.
Ready to do it?
Yep.
The internet has all sorts of neat things. Anything you want can be yours. Let's take a peek, together, as a couple. To you, from internet.
This was sent in by dummy Daniel. Remember the harpy eagle?
Oh, yes.
Anyway, we'll get you a reminder in case you
have
haven't.
a new creature.
Yeah, so look, Zach, I swear, fucking God. Okay,
Oh, God, it's a creepy looking bird.
Yeah, look at that. So this giant ass harpy eagle, if you don't know what we're talking about, we mentioned it a handful of episodes back, but just look it up.
It's a terrifying looking bird.
It's terrifying, but we have a new challenger, and it's called a shoebill stork.
Shoebill stork.
And it looks like a motherfucker has some clogs on its face. And
What?
I love all. Here you go.
Yeah, I've never heard of this. Whoa!
Looking bird is the shoebill stork.
Whoa.
A dinosaur-looking bird with a death stare that will haunt you in your dreams. I recently came across...
It doesn't look scary. It looks so dumb. It looks like cartoonishly.
It looks like a mistake.
It does.
Like somebody messed up. Somebody messed up making this. We're like, well, we're too far along to back out now. Print.
His eyes are so weird. If the shoebill stork would talk, I'm just picturing his voice like, "Hi guys,
right?
Hey buddy,
invite must have got lost in the mail. Flap flap.
You guys are having another party without me?
Come on,
come on!
I'm the life of the party."
This bird when browsing through YouTube videos. I'd never seen it before that moment and thought to myself, oh my God, it's a dinosaur bird. The bird earned its name
Look at the
because of
clogs.
its wooden clog-shaped bill, which is an adaptation for catching and holding large fish. It is also known for
You know what
eating-
else would work for holding fish? A normal fucking bill. Like, I don't know why this guy got stuck with these.
Right.
That's too bad.
It's not like all the other storks have bills that don't work very well.
Right. It's just this. Like he made it. It works really great for catching stuff. Yeah, just like every other fucking bird that doesn't have this ugly ass atrocity stapled to their face. Looks like someone like their real bill is underneath it, and someone super glued this thing over the top of it.
Right.
Like as a funny disguise bill.
I would love it if it was a totally different tone to that, like, video. And it was like, sometimes the shoebill crane is proof that sometimes evolution makes mistakes.
It gets it wrong.
It gets it wrong, and it should have never lived. It's a hideous, stupid bird.
Bring it up, Zach.
That's the dumbest looking bird I've ever seen in my life. That's the dumbest looking animal I've ever seen.
It just looks like it
doesn't look real.
It's always confused. It's always like, should I right here? Like it's so nervous. Can I stand here? Like that's what it reminds me of. He's so unsure. Or he looks like he just did something that he's like trying to hide. Like he's embarrassed by it.
He does have that facial, like that little emoji where the person's like, like throwing their hands up. I don't know. Like I feel like I wish that crane had little arms. And then like when a fish comes near him, he just looks at the staff and goes, should I? Yes, Shoebill.
Do it.
Go ahead and eat it. Are you sure? Just fucking get the fish. I don't know.
Am I a good bird? It's just so...
I'm scared. What are you scared of? It's just a fish.
And this next thing was sent in by Dummy Jeff, which I thought it's not. I was obviously not making fun of this product, but it is weird. And the more I thought about it, I thought it was super cool because I am being a father. I don't know shit about periods.
Okay.
And like menstrual cycles. I mean, I know very little, but there's a period game. It's an entertaining and informative way to teach kids and preteens about menstruation. So you spin it, you play cards as you move forward and back, and it tells you different things about your period and what it's going to do and all this kind of stuff. So be active. Extra undies, pad your cards, like tampon, pad, menstrual cap. And it just teaches you in like a fun way, which if you really need that, I mean, if you don't know if you're just like, I mean, I could see a single dad out there like, you want to find a way to talk about it and not be...
It's weird to me that there's a market for this. Where it's like,
but is there... I don't know how much these are being sold. But
just talk to them.
Sure. But what if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about?
Then send them to a good YouTube video.
Okay.
Have them listen to a good YouTube presentation. I just can't imagine playing this board game.
Good job, buddy.
All based around... Oh, man.
Oh, I got the tampon.
I got the max with wings. Oh, dang it. I got heavy flow.
Oh, no.
No.
Well, here, and they just like you have to pour fake blood on their head.
Extra cramping. Womp, womp, womp.
Ouch, my tummy.
Dang, my back hurts this month.
Yeah.
Like what a weird game. I'm just trying to think like a male equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
Like how weird it would be if you had like a family board game all just based around just jerking off.
Oh boy. Oh jeez.
Right. You pick up a card.
Oh, you mean Wednesday night?
My card says, "Remember the skin moves." What does that mean? Well, let's spin the wheel and find out.
Let's find out. It's gonna fall off. There's like little weird lies in there too. Keep on their toes.
Oh yeah, the skin on the side of the dick moves up and down, so I can grab it and pull it up over the head and back down. I don't have like all these weird comments.
Right. Look at it go.
Let's see what my card says. Don't thump the tip. What does that mean? Let's spin the wheel.
Don't mushroom stamp your friends without permission.
Right, just weird shit.
But that's for sale. And again, the stuff we like, this shoe bill stork, and then this menstrual game. We'll have links for it in the episode description. So you can check it out. Let's hear from some of our dummies. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay.
It's junk mail.
Right. So we have, let's see here. Our first piece of junk mail coming in from Melanie. Who writes, so after hearing the dude's story about pretending to have gimpy hands to avoid embarrassing myself.
One of the best stories.
It's so good. I think about it all the time. It's reminded me of a time I tried something similar but did not get away with it. So I just moved to Denver, big city, keep in mind, and I went out to eat with a friend and had a shit ton of brunch. We parted ways. I went to the store. I can't remember for the life of me where we were, but it was small, like maybe 10 people inside at the time. I was feeling uncomfortably full. I'm lucky that my boobs are big enough that my chubby stomach doesn't usually stick out past them from the profile view, but after this epic meal, I had a food baby. Like
Okay.
food twins.
I get it. I have one right now. I've had one for at least a decade.
So I walked around the store browsing and felt self-conscious about the fact that I literally looked 8 months pregnant. So I decided to wrap my arm below my gut and put my other hand on top of it, the way a pregnant woman would lovingly hold her baby. I walked around like this, rubbing my food baby bump as if it was, I was an expectant mother. Next thing I know, I hear someone call my name. Boom! It was my coworker from my new job meeting.
Oh, God.
Or my new job greeting me. She walked up to me and said, "Oh my God, I didn't know you were pregnant."
Oh no!
I had to explain that I had simply overindulged on brunch and was feeling bloated. Mortified doesn't begin to cover it. Dummy space sack, Melanie.
Melanie, that's so great. That's so great.
All in. Backfire.
Such a backfire. God, that's really funny to me because then it's like you're faced with this quick decision of like,
am I?
Do I pretend that I am pregnant to this person, but then I'm gonna have to explain why I don't have a baby later? So then it's like, do you go that deep within they're sorry for your loss,
right?
And then maybe things get around the office that you just had a miscarriage and people like feel terrible for you. Mm-hmm. Or do you just fess up like, no, I was just pretending that I had a baby,
which is
weird,
right? I think she made the right choice.
She made the right choice.
Yeah.
She made the right choice,
right?
But oh man, that's so funny,
super funny.
To get, I mean, what are the odds?
I don't know.
Do you go out and then it's going to be one of like your coworkers because what she did was a great move. If you just don't have to see those people again.
Just get out of there, yeah.
Right. But then obviously the risk is that you will have to. And they're going to want some explaining.
Right. So thanks, Melanie.
That was great, Melanie.
Our next piece of junk mail comes from Mark, who writes, I just discovered the show and I'm hooked. Thank you.
Yes.
I was going through old episodes, and at the end of episode 9, you dummies were talking about how you don't quite get the saying right, which is play it by year instead of play it by year. Oh, no, so ear and year. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I had that friend who, like, he almost 30 years old. He's like, I have to play it by year.
Play it by year.
Like, fucking, what'd you just say? So he says, my fiance is the queen of that.
Okay.
And God damn it, this is funny. So the other day she goes, he's so nice, he'd give you the hair off his back. Others
give
include
you the hair off his back. Like that's a good thing.
Right.
Oh man.
Just a bit outside.
This guy's a heart of gold. He give you the hair off his back. Right. This is
And she goes, other ones include minus well. Like
minus
well.
Minus well.
And then hand-me-downs instead of hand-me-downs.
Hammy?
Hand-me-downs.
Hand-me-downs.
He's gonna blow a cow. Which is oh my God!
Instead of blow a gasket?
He's gonna blow a cow!
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah, blow a gasket and have a cow. And there's many more that I just can't think of right now. I'm not sure where these come from, as she shows no other signs of having had a stroke or other brain damage. Puts a smile on my face every time I catch one, though.
Fun.
Keep up the great work. Love all the Bad Magic shows. Thanks, Mark.
Well, tomato, potato.
Right, tomato, potato. As the old saying goes.
As the old saying goes, tomato, potato. Right. To each their owners.
You're getting it.
You get it.
Our next piece of junk mail coming in from dummy Danielle.
Okay.
It says, all hail kings of dumb.
Thank you.
Is dumb. While listening to previous episodes again for fun, violently laughed at the wrong time while squatting, fell, and just laid there in defeat, laughing hysterically. I now have to find a new gym, I think. Anyway, thanks for the laughs, but that's not the main reason I'm writing. This is my son. He's 11. He has autism and he loves animals.
Aww.
We have a flock of semi-domesticated ducks in the creek behind our house, and he's been trying for months to gain their trust. It's been tricky with his stemming and the fact that, like Will Ferrell said in that sketch, he can't control the volume of my voice. But he did it. There's a picture of him petting his duck friend. Thanks for trying to kill me in the gym. Love tuning in every week and laughing my ass off. So here's a picture.
Whoa, he got the wild ducks.
Yep, petting the ducks
to come be his friends.
Duck friends.
Can't they bite your hands off? They've always made me nervous.
You could snap and kill it.
True.
What if that's just a flock of those shoebill storks, though?
Oh my God!
Hey, happy to be here.
Thanks for the food.
Can I stand here?
That's pretty awesome.
That's really cool.
He's the duck master.
I know, and to overcome a lot of those, like the stemming and the screaming, like when you can't, it's so hard. Like you could.
What's stemming?
Like flapping your hands.
Okay.
Or like Ezra does this.
Spins his feet. Yeah.
Ezra just spins his fingers and goes and like hums to himself. Or always hum.
Right. Just kind of self comforts.
Yep.
Okay.
And if he's not doing that, then like he has to be like jumping, like it's just like motion.
So he had to keep all that stuff under control to get close enough to the ducks.
Yeah, because you can't be jumping around and doing that, or else the ducks gonna be like, fuck that. So that's awesome.
You know who'd have a real hard time taming those ducks?
I do.
Drunken shrimp guy. he would have fucking punched all those ducks. Just pelted them with shrimp, and then when they tried to eat the shrimp, just fucking kick them, punch them, throw them out of his yard.
Move on.
Go ahead, 1-star me, duck. I don't give a fuck.
Give a fuck. I don't want you to eat my delicious shrimp anyway. And then our last piece of junk mail is coming in from Dummy Brian, who writes, Dear Flintstone Reenactment Society.
Yes.
I love that. In the March 17th episode, when he said there was a turnout every switchback, I had no idea what that sentence meant. I saw a sign that read turnout ahead. I wouldn't have a clue as to what it was saying. So for perspective, I grew up in Florida, which is completely flat. There are rumors of a hill or two when you drive further inland, but I haven't been brave enough to go check. When I travel, it tends to be along the coast or I stay within the destination city. Can't even recall the last time I drove through or around a mountain. So I did not know what a turnout on a switchback road was, but I do now. Thank you. I'm slightly less dumber than I was when the show began. To return the favor, a cedar shoe tree serves two purposes. Remember we were talking about the feet 1-star reviews? What the fuck is a shoe tree?
Oh, yeah.
So it absorbs moisture left behind by your foot so that the shoe does not smell, and it maintains the shape of the leather so that it remains rounded. So it's that insert they put in there.
I didn't know the odor part of the deal there.
Me either. So they're usually used for high-end leather dress shoes, not sneakers like the 1-star heroes seem to be implying. Love the show. Keep up the great work. Yeah, I love the work that goes into it. Brian Williamson.
Thank you, Brian.
Yes, thank you.
I've been lucky where I don't have the stinky feet, but that is such a thing. Like Monroe had it for a few years. My daughter, it was horrific. Like where it's like you don't get to bring those shoes in the truck because it'll make me throw up.
Pepper's there right now.
Oh, it's
disgusting.
Brutal. But then
gets to a point where you're like throwing them away. Fuck it. Nothing can save these. Yeah.
And then she grew out of it. But there was a buddy of mine in college, and it wasn't like his hygiene was bad or anything, but his feet, his shoes would get so fucking ripe that it wasn't even funny. It was like you would get angry. Because you're like, dude, I feel sick. Like you'd almost feel, but it was like a house thing where it's like, get your fucking shoes and put them on the porch. They can't come in the house.
I know.
Oh,
it gets
my God.
so ripe.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
He could have had one of those cedar shoe trees.
And I do hate that because I do love wearing like the Van slip-ons in the summer without
no
socks. But it ruins them. One time, those shoes are fucked.
Yeah,
and it smell terrible. Oh. I know. All right, well, you ready to wrap it up?
I am.
136. I just jumped 100 episodes.
36.
Look at us go. That's the brain jumping back and forth between Scared to Death, Time Suck, and Is We Dumb. Whatever episode, I'm like, hey, episode 695.
All the bad magic shows. I cannot stop thinking about Drunken Shrimp Guy.
I hope that you have nightmares about it.
Every scenario we bring up, I imagine Stinky Shoe Person walking into Drunken Shrimp and just getting fucking beaten down.
Pelted.
With their shoes. They would find the source of the stink, they would rip them off, beat them with it.
Shove shrimp in his shoes.
Shove some shrimp in their shoes and just throw them out in the parking lot.
All right, well, thanks to Zach Flannery for producing and directing.
I hope I pushed the buttons good.
You did a good job. Thanks to Zach Cohen for creating some of the custom music beds for the show. Thanks to Logan Keith. Again, we got all that new merch. He's making it. He's got our social media accounts. And I guess we got to say thank you to Liz Hernandez as well. Because she does help moderate like the Is We Dummies page.
Cool.
And then, all the other moderators as well.
Yeah,
the all-seeing eyes, as we call them. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
But again, go to iswedumb.com or badmagicmerch.com. We have the new Brad shirt. We have the Just Don't shirt and mask. And then we also have new stickers all available.
Sweet.
I know. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at iswedumb. And that private Facebook group I was just mentioning, Is We Dummies, Dummies.
Thank you. And I learned my lesson today on that Yelp will not hold extra things in the phone.
So see,
I learned something. Moving forward, if I have a last minute thing, well, if I can't get it set up in the computer, then I won't even throw it in there.
Fuck it.
Right?
But you had a quick save.
I think I saved it pretty quickly.
I think it felt longer
but I didn't realize that, like, even though you keep the little tab open, if you're not on it, when you go back to it, it restarts everything.
See? Better in every way.
I should give Yelp their actual app a 1-star review for that. Hey, I was trying to do a funny thing about your shrimp.
You guys made me look stupid.
You guys made me look stupid. I tried to get it ready quick and could not. No thanks.
I am negative about this app.
That's right. I am negative about this app. Yes, I will be back, but I will still be negative for a while.
Well, we're jumping back to the OG roots with a neat fact this week.
I like neat facts.
I think you're going to like it. Thank you, Zach. Do the thing.
Wow. Neat fact.
It involves dicks.
Really?
Did you know?
Wait a minute.
I know.
We're going to talk about dicks on the show? This That's a first. That's a first.
Wow. First time for everything.
First time for dicks.
Episode 986. Finally made it talking about dicks. Did you know the average human erection contains enough blood to keep 3 gerbils alive?
Oh, yeah. You didn't know that? Nah, fuck, I've never heard that.
I picture a tiny little gerbil hospital with glory holes.
A weird little...
Whoop, little tiny IVs hooked up to super sick gerbils.
3 little gerbils need blood fast, and then they got 3 different little IVs hooked up to a hard dick right next to them.
Just the funnest hospital ever. Funny tiny little hospital.
I was picturing all that in the most fucked up dollhouse.
Or the best dollhouse.
Just a fucking dick into one of the rooms with 3 gerbils in hospital beds.
Oh, look who's here.
Dr. Dick.
Dr. Dick.
Saving the gerbils.
Dr. Dick. It's like our own theme song. Whoop. Little face on the tip. Just here to help.
Thank you, Dr. Dick. They were good as dead before you showed up.
Oh, why so soft?
At least it'd be easy to find the vein.
Oh, it would. Because the whole thing.
Oh, man. That's a bad place to get your blood taken.
I speak for yourself.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Bye, guys.